Okay. Okay, let's see here. See if you can hear me. Let's see if you all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. I've been running today. Running. And now I lost my green screen, the whole 9. Let me see what we got here with audio. Audio looks good. Everything else looks good. Okay. All right, cool. Not too loud or anything like this. Now, I titled this where it says that I lost $1 million today. I probably lost a little over $1 million today, but we're gonna cap it at $1 million. So, can anyone guess how I just lost $1 million today? Can anyone put it in the chat how you think I lost $1 million today? And no, it wasn't at the casino. Appliance repair is short. The last numbers were appliance repair is short 50,000 technicians. Reason why it's short 50,000 technicians is because of SQ Services close. The reason why it's short 50,000 technicians is because we have so many boomers in the earlier part of Generation X. I'm part of Generation X. Earlier part of Generation X is now starting to retire. So, it's not saturated, and then we don't have you don't have a lot of people from other countries coming in that are like taking over. So, in Chicago, you don't really have that many Ukrainians do it. You have some Russians, but what they tend to do is they go towards electrical, they go towards plumbing, they go towards contract work, that kind of thing, and being a contractor. So slipped on a contract. No. Okay. You know how I hate employees? Well, I was offered a large company called me. They just did an acquisition, I'm gonna say a month or two ago, and they called me up, and I kind of knew who they were. I knew the name, and they just were straight up with it. Just within the first 2 minutes of being on the phone, they say, "Hey, how would you like to sell your company?" And I'm very well of how the whole thing works, because my father has tried to sell his company a couple of times. He actually had a buyer, but he didn't agree to the terms. So I had to tell the guy, I said, "Hey, I don't even have anything to sell. I'm a sole proprietor." The big thing nowadays is if you have the employees, you gotta have employees. If you have employees, they will buy your company. I explained to my father. My father was like, "Oh yeah, they want your phone number." I said, "Pop, no, that's 1980s. No one wants your phone number anymore. They don't even want your accounts. They will drop 99% of your accounts when they take you over. Matter of fact, there was a Partstown bought a service company in my area, and that's exactly what they did. One of the manufacturers that was relying on them called me, hat in hand. They're like, "Oh, hey, Mike, we need you." I said, "Oh, you need me now, do you? What happened to that other company? You said you had a big time company taking care of you." "Oh, they were bought up by Partstown, and now Partstown told them they can no longer service us." Even with that manufacturer having Partstown as their part supplier, they are their part supplier, and Partstown still dropped them. They're not running any of their warranty calls, because it's not in part of their contractual obligation. Is a whole nother thing. Man, I can't even add this thing. This is crazy. So no, Mel. It's nothing like that. So yeah, everyone assumes that my business is some large entity with all these different divisions, laundry, dishwasher, installs, and then the repair. I do not service air conditioners. So these are all AC companies that would like to take over and flesh out their service, and then they actually in turn would like to get bought out by a much larger company, just like I said, Partstown, Tech 24, the hedge fund behind them. So I would currently be in the middle of a sale today for my business if I had employees, but I don't. I'm a sole proprietor, and I have nothing to sell. Can't sell a business if it's just for you. So like Mike Sneed had a bunch of kind words to say about this other part of the business. It is much bigger than you all know. There is still so much that I have not told you about how this business works. There's still so much about this other half of it that you guys have not. You can't even begin to put it together about what is going on out there. Like Mel said, they're trying to shut you down. They don't want to shut me down. If I sold the company, contractually I would have to stay on for a number of years. Sometimes it's like my father's deal was about 5 years, is that he would have to stay on. The reason why they want you to stay on is so you don't siphon off the technicians. I just did a video with you guys showing how they have all these jobs. They have all these jobs. They cannot fill these open positions. They're offering up to $6,000 sign-on bonus. They can't fill these positions. My method is I prefer to take young people and train them up in the method that I desire versus hiring a technician and then having to deal with everything that comes with that, because it is an awful lot that comes with that. Well, Mel, let me explain something else. All right. These large companies, there is so much money involved. When I tell you all, and I show you the receipts and say, hey, these people are making revenue as far as billions of dollars. I'm showing you that. This is not hyperbole. This is legitimate. This is real. Even small companies make millions, as in tens of millions. The mid-sized to large are making a lot more. They're making $10 million, a month. They're not making $10 million a year. They're making $10 million a month. And what they need to do is they need competent technicians. I was looking in the chat for Mike Sneed stuff, and the same problem that you all are having in the same debate is the same debate that everyone else is having. You guys aren't privy to this, but there's another level to this where business owners are meeting, and we are having these open forums, just like you guys are doing. Owners are openly stating, where are the technicians? How are you finding them? The reason why they're doing that is years ago, it was like fishing in a pond. They would be like in schools, the schools of fish. So you would actually, you got to go over to this community college over here. You go over to this high school over there, and you could pick up like 10 guys from this place. To put it in perspective, 10 competent technicians can yield you, annually close. I would say like $8 million for a company that has the clientele. I normally don't talk about the numbers. These numbers sound crazy. Frank, what's happening, brother? But when you're in this, and I'm slowly giving you guys a glimpse of the facilities management world and everything that goes along with that. These companies have armies of salespeople, and they are selling the hell out of contracts. They are selling the hell out of service contracts, preventative maintenance contracts, where they're selling the air conditioning services, boiler services, all the major stuff. And the ancillary services include the appliances. Just like I didn't have a chance to hook up my phone and anything like that. I've been trying to tell you guys about JLL and CBRE. I was at the gas station with a couple others. Let me see here. The reason why I can tell you that these people actually provide these services, I'm in the training classes with them. When I'm in MICO, I was in MICO with an entire crew from one of those companies. It's a different company. I haven't mentioned it yet. It's a different facilities management company, but the whole crew was there. It was about 8 of them in the class. They made up the majority of the class, and they were doing MICO dishwashers for the universities, for the hospitals, and things like that, because they were servicing the entire hospital and university network. That was a whole contract. I'm showing you all this. I'm introducing you all to this because there is no barrier to entry. You've been to these different training classes, these different training academies and whatnot. The skills that you are learning, brother contractor, salute. The skills that you are learning, you just have to grow your business to encompass all these different things. So even with me not providing air conditioning service, I was still a potential acquisition target for a very large company. And like my father, he wasn't targeted by a large corporation. My father was targeted by a private party that was interested in the cash flow, because this is a very cash flow rich business if you do the COD accounts. If you do the COD accounts, it like I said, each and every one of you in the chat, you've already started to work on some of these accounts I've given you. If you start with these smaller manufacturers, if you learn from there, you can go up. Once you go up, once you learn this equipment, once you learn the flow of the business, you can actually, as you guys have been seeing, you can actually bring on technicians. The training part of it is the hassle. It is not a hurdle, it is just a hassle. Anyone can bring on an employee, right? So let me show you something. So even with Berkshire Hathaway, right? So I've since canceled them, but Berkshire Hathaway, they'll handle all your workers' compensation. They'll handle all your onboarding and requirements for new employees. Right, so SQ Services, right? You ran into a Tech 24 service guy on Long Island. Yeah, Tech 24 is a national company. Like I said, IKEA is one of their companies. I mean, IKEA is one of their accounts that they take care of nationwide. So let me jump into it. I wanted to show you guys some other stuff. I'll probably jump into it. I wanted to get into some of the training stuff. Like, this is for the supermarkets. This is the rack. It's the rack stuff for Copeland, for some of the Copeland classes that are coming up. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of things. So Frank is saying, don't suggest. All right, so here's the thing. Like I was stating earlier, I have nothing to sell them. Look at me. I do commercial laundry. I do dishwashers. I do ovens. I do refrigeration. I do walk-ins. I don't talk about it, but I do walk-ins. I don't do racks. I do ice machines. I don't have anything to sell. They are looking for the employees. Hey, what's happening? These larger companies, I wish I could show you. I can't show you who this is, but they want the employees only for the fact that they already have accounts that they currently cannot service. That was the whole point of me showing you guys all those jobs that are open, the sign-on bonuses up to $6,000. The reason why they're doing that is because they have already sold contracts. They have already sold these agreements, $1 billion worth of agreements. There are not enough technicians to handle all of these. There are not enough. Post a link. Which link? What link? So there are not enough technicians to handle all of these accounts. So let me see here. What? Oh yeah. Tech 24. All right. Tech 24. Let's see here. Tech 24. Let me do it from here. All right. Let me Tech 24 revenue for last year. All right. So Tech 24 did $35 million. Let me see if this is coming up. Tech 24 did $35 million. So this is how much they say they're making per. $96,000 is the amount of revenue they're making per employee. So my guess is that is gross. So let me go back. Hold on a second here. Let me go back. Ooh, what is happening here? All right, so yeah, I know DMV. Yeah, DMV is heavy, and this is the thing. You guys are very focused on your particular area, but this is a nationwide business. It doesn't matter where you are in the country. Now that all this equipment is here, all right. Now that all this equipment is here from all over the globe, and the refrigerants are uniform, everything is wide open. Everything is wide open. Matter of fact, let me get this. Let me do this other one here. All right, Tech 24. So I've covered this before. But Tech 20. Why is this? Okay, there we go. This is service channel. There we go. Tech 24. Oh, let me go back. Let me do this for you guys. So here are the different locations. And it was not Tech 24 that offered the volume. It was a much, much smaller company. But they had, I don't know why they said $35 million, because this is way more. This is Tech 24, people. This is Tech 24. So you see this, you know, yeah, I know you're saying they're big in the DMV, but look at that. They're Boston, Cape Cod, Milford, Hartford, you know, Tappan, Cleveland, Chicago, you know, they're everywhere. Miami, New Orleans, you know, here in Houston, San Antonio. Each one of these are the different companies that Tech 24 owns. So they own Timco. Let me see here, because that's that little square, blue square. So for all you guys that are in, let me see, not Philly, there's Baltimore, Washington, D.C. So it's red circle and green square. So red circle is your Tech 24. See, there's Tech 24, and green square is either this Americold or Harris Warren. They got to do better with their color scheme. So let me see what you guys got going on here. Now, let me answer this question. Yeah, it's because Tech 24 is nationwide. So, which company? There are over, you know, I can easily state that there are over 500 facility management companies. All right, you got contracted to do a facility management company to do job for them, parts NIA, no longer available. What is, all right, student info, what is the management company, and then what is the appliance? You got to tell me what the brand of appliance is. So let me help you here. So the reason why, all right, so all this red circle, that's all Tech 24 themselves. So the vans are rolling around, they say Tech 24. But really, every single one of these companies, AIS, Allied, Big Fish, 123, all of these are Tech 24. ESI, Pronto, and there's another one, Alliance Mechanical. I think Alliance is in Chicago. Yes, Alliance is in Chicago. There is that beige circle. And then they got a beige square. Let me see here. This is so weird. Beige Square is Commercial Kitchens. And it's a different Commercial Kitchen. It's not, this is Commercial Kitchens Incorporated. There's a different Commercial Kitchens, which is, let me see here. Bardstown owns a different Commercial Kitchens. Then there's this facilities management company. There are a lot. There are a lot. Let me drop this in the chat. So I knew that this was coming, but reality is a whole lot different than playing around with something in your head. Reality is a whole nother thing. I had already made steps to make what I'm doing into a real company. Being a sole proprietorship, no shade. I am a sole proprietorship. We're not a real company. I always tell my father, I say, hey, Pop, what you got is a hobby. You don't really have a business, you have a hobby. I could sell what I have tomorrow if I had 5 technicians. I could sell what I have tomorrow if I had 8 or 10. They would give me a certain amount for each technician, and like what they really do is they base it on like what each technician was bringing in and blah blah blah, and then they would give you a number based on that. So I got some other irons in the fire. I hadn't planned on selling at this point in time in my life, but the phone calls are coming in because the market is not saturated. Yes. So Garrett, I had mentioned this to you guys earlier, and you probably like glanced over it. It was something that it would have went in one ear and right out the other. Oh yeah, Mike said, yeah, the quickest way to make $1 million is to have some employees. So they don't want your accounts. They will drop all your accounts, guaranteed. To use Tech24. Oh, good. I'm glad you remember that, because I said it, but I wasn't expecting the phone call to come in to me at this point. I'll be 48 in another month or two, and you always think of this stuff as further down the line. This stuff is always in your head for like much further down the line. If you just sign up with these different manufacturers, hey, thank you, brother, I appreciate it. If you sign up, you don't have to run calls with them. What you do is you use them. It's a mutual benefit. I don't have a website. I have a couple of different numbers. How I was found, because my father was like, oh, they want your number, they want your phone number, they want your book of business. And I'm like, no. My book of business is Chinese people and, mid-level franchises. They don't want my book of business. They want what they perceive to be an outfit with 5 heavy hitters. They thought I had at least 5 heavy hitters out here on a daily taking care of this. And it's like, no, it's just me running around like a chicken with my head cut off, doing the very best I can for my customers. So now that it is actually, the phone call is the first one actually came in, because there will be another one. Changes are going to come. And like Mike Sneed said, hey, look, he's shown you guys the foundation. He's given you everything you need to do exactly what I do. I am not telling you, and nor have I ever told you, to be like me. I am trying to tell you to be better than me. And this is how you are better than me. You're better than me by going to the factory training classes, learning how to service the equipment the way that they want it serviced, the way that they say do it. Why are you reinventing the wheel? This information is not hidden from you. Everyone wants you to have it. All this stuff is out there. I've even found Learn to Trade. So he's got some other stuff to bring you into the C stores, which is the convenience stores. That's your 7-Eleven. That is Quick Trip, Circle K, and all that kind of stuff. That is a whole nother avenue. There is a segment of this industry for you. You will have no opposition. I can confidently tell you that you're not going to have any opposition. When you go out and get the proper training, no one can stand in your way. I understand that, different areas of the company, there's about 4 different areas of the United States that are requiring for you to have either an electrician or a plumber. But what that is that you actually have to hire an electrician. So it's a financial thing. You essentially are bringing on a plumbing division, right? You essentially are bringing on an electrical division. So you would need to bring on someone who has a license, a journeyman, or any of these other people who have a license. And then you would have to bring them in as an employee. Once they're in as an employee, now in Seattle, Mel, you would be able to work doing your appliance service with the added cost of an employee that is an electrician, with the added cost of an employee that is a plumber. Either sometimes, in these different parts of the country, they want you to have a plumber. Sometimes they want you to have an electrician. Dealer's choice, either one. You would have to actually bring one in, do some kind of a profit sharing, maybe even some kind of a partnership to make that happen. It is not necessarily an insurmountable roadblock, but you need to find the right person, and then you can open up shop. So, long story short, that's how I lost $1 million in 24 hours. I didn't lose it in Vegas. I lost it. My wife was looking at me like I'm crazy. I told her today, I said, yeah, I lost $1 million today. I lost the company I wanted to buy, and I wasn't ready. So, yeah. So Garrett is saying this field can't get oversaturated. It's become a tech shortage over 10 years now. Yes, over 10 years and counting. It was actually pretty short, 20 years ago, when all the guys from Vietnam and all that other stuff, when all those guys started aging out, they were already dealing with Agent Orange and everything that came with that, the diabetes and all that other stuff. And, they just couldn't work. Their knees start hurting. And that started the whole thing. None of those guys really trained many people to come up in the business. They were all like, hey man, this is my thing, kick rocks, go away. And they told their children, don't do this, be a lawyer, be a doctor, be a dentist, be a realtor, do anything, but just don't work with your hands. So yeah, you're not really late, brother. I just came on to rant and rave and to vent and share with you my shortfalls, right? I'm telling you all what to do so that you can skip the different things that I am currently going through, right? I've been in the business since I was 15 years old, and I'm telling you now, look, go ahead, sign up with these different manufacturers. That's how your name gets out there in the industry. Once you sign up, and you're going to have to work your way up to the big ones. You sign up. It's just like dating, right? You're gonna be seen with this other person. Hey, there's my sister. You're gonna be seen with this other person, and then you're gonna get attention. Then you could use that attention to go ahead and go to the next level, right? So you start with the lesser known, the lower quality equipment, and then you're going to work your way up. You're going to work your way up. So what do they say on NPR? Yeah, it is a definite swing to the trades. College tuition is too much. There are so many different avenues to get in this. You can. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm trying to jump into right now. And my sister is here, Dr. Jean. Dr. Jean. I didn't tell my sister today because this just happened today. Dr. Jean. Dr. Jean. I pulled a pop. The son is no different than the father. Let me see if I can invite my sister. Let me see if she wants to come up. Dr. Jean, you want to come up? You don't have to show your face. You can call up over the phone. Yes. You can call up. Your face doesn't have to be seen. It can just be your voice. If you want to, it could just be your voice. Let me. All right, cool. Dr. Jean says she's gonna come up. Let me copy this. Let me send this link on over to my sister, and let me see if she. Let me see if she can get this. Damn, I got you in here twice. I got you in here as Donna Jean and Madonna. I don't know which one is. I'm just gonna send this to both. Because I don't know. Be honest with you guys, I don't talk to my sister all that much. All right, Madonna. I sent it to you. I sent it to you twice. Either one, I don't know which the hell. Oh, Gmail too, for real. Damn. Are you kidding me, man? All right, let me copy this. You guys want to hear from my sister? My sister started when she was 12. Oh, let me see here. It's the 2000 one. All right, I sent you the link. I sent the link to you. It doesn't have a title. They're sending me this warning message saying your stuff don't have no damn warning. Oh, you want to hear from Donna Jean? Dr. Jean. All right, Madonna, you got it. It's there. You're gonna come in. Oh, damn, that was quick. That was quick. All right, so let me see here. All right, you ready? You ready? All right, you're live. All right, everybody, this is my sister, Madonna. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. My sister is the one in the picture because you're in the Marcone ad now, right?
Correct.
Yeah, all right. So my sister won in the Marcone ad. If you go on the website right now for Marcone, where the hell is it? If you're for a Marcone training, she's the one in that. She's in. Yeah. All right, Donna Jean. The guy called me up today, and he said the name of his company. Asked if I knew who they were. And I said, yeah, kind of. I'm like, the name kind of sounds familiar, right?
Okay.
So, and he proceeded, he just went on out with it. He said, hey, we'd like to buy you. We'd like to buy the company. And you know what I had to tell him, right? Madonna? Are you there? What the hell? Oh, hold on a second. I had to remove you. What the hell happened? All right, let me,
I'm here.
Okay, cool. Why are you on here twice? Anybody hear an echo or anything like that? So, there's my apps. Must be a lag or something. So anyway, hey, tell them when you started. What age were you when you started at the shop?
I was 12 years old.
Yeah. Let me drop this one. Oh my God, my sister. What did you throw up on the first day, or was that the second day?
That was the second day.
That was the second day. All right.
Did you tell them about your niece that she's been repairing since she was 8 years old? Now she's 18. That's 10
No,
years.
I never told him. Never told him anything. I just told him it was a family business, and that's what I had to tell the guy today. I had to tell him, and he was shocked. I was like, yeah, we're in Chicago, and then I was like, yeah, we even got people in Florida, and he was like, oh, really? Because he wants to buy the whole shebang. So, because he wants the people. So when I told him Chicago, he's like, where in Chicago? And I looked up the company, and yeah, sure enough, they're in Chicago too. So they're in Texas, they're in Illinois. So it just like, don't say any names or any companies, but just like that one that you did for at the hospital at Loyola.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna circle back just like that. He's gonna circle back. So it started. I did tell Pop today though. I told Pop.
Oh, I just got the phone with him a couple minutes ago.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I got your picture. Let me show it. Where the hell? Why this thing not showing? There it is. There's Dr. Jean. What's happening? So there's my sister right there. Let me see if I can play with that. That's Dr. Jean. So this is on the Mark Cohn advertisement that did this just pop up, or did I see you? Oh, it just popped up. 2024. Oh yeah, so you're in the new training stuff. So yeah, I mean, like I tell you guys, I mean, everything I tell you guys is verifiable. I've been in the business a long time. My family's been in the business. Like I said before, my story is this: my father had a guy who my father had a guy who he was cool with at the grocery chain that he managed, and he was a district manager, and he was in charge of determining who would service the equipment, the rack, refrigeration, and all that good stuff. And the one technician that he was really cool with had an entire warehouse full of appliances, a full warehouse, and my father used to sell the stuff. So we had a deal where we would take the equipment from his warehouse and we would split the profits 50-50. So we would split the stuff 50-50, and eventually my father ended up, instead of selling the stuff out of our garage, he started to sell it out of a storefront. And that was when I was about 15, because I don't even count the times when we were selling it out the house. I'm just counting the time from when we did it out the store. That was 92. How old were you in 92?
I think I was like 12 in 92.
Right. You were yeah. So you were still 12? Yeah. Okay. So that puts me at 15.
But
yeah. So
to me, I always tell people, I'm like, I think I was like 9 or 10.
No, you were
when
12.
he started.
You were 12. You were 12.
But at the store.
Right. And well, you didn't come to the store till later. And because I started, oh man, it's a long long story. It's a very long story, people. It's a long story. No, in Learn to Trade, I'm not hard on myself, but it's just, I've been doing this, as I got my sister on the phone, I've been doing this since I was 15 years old. I know better, right? And that's why I'm bringing people up, trying to get them trained up the right way. So people have got the training, they have the technical knowledge, they went through on the residential side, so they can shake off all those jitters, right? They can shake off all those jitters of, oh, what do I do? Where do I put my gauge? That's supposed to be knocked off already. So you can go in with that. Yes, with that. I mean, they're still going to be shook, Madonna. They're still going to be shook because it's a whole new environment. They're no longer going into a home. I'm weaning them. I got them on the teat of Dollar General, right? So I got them. Yeah. So Dollar General is a nice contract for them to have. They're open from 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning up until 10 o'clock at night. So they're able to go when they want to. It's open 7 days a week. You get paid within 20 days. Matter of fact, I get paid today. So at midnight, I'll get paid from a job I showed them 22 days ago of a true refrigerator with the Nestle symbol. Was it Nestle or no? It was the Germans. The Germans. Anyway, it was ice cream, and so I fixed that one 22 days ago. I get paid tonight at midnight, and then the next day or the day after, I did the AHT freezer in Dollar General to show them, hey, look, they'll pay you just to go out. And someone else contacted me. They said, yeah, they had a unit sitting there for like a month. And because they don't have anybody. They have these contracts nationwide.
Correct.
And so this contract that I'm trying to get people onto, they have patience. They have time. It's not like, oh, get out there today, get out there now. It's okay. If you can get out there, Thursday, 8 o'clock at night, then that's cool. That's fine. If you need to go back, take a look. Yeah, that's fine. It's cool. Oh, you made a mistake. You need to go back. Yeah, that's fine. It's cool. Nobody's going to yell at them. Nobody's going to say, oh, we're going to take some money back. And, oh, how dare you? They don't have to worry about going into a Dollar General and having to take off their shoes. They don't have to worry about going into a Dollar General and the dogs are jumping all over them. It's like, hey, could you put your dog away? They don't have to worry about scratching up floors, right?
Or their cat.
Oh, you're borging. What do you mean, okay?
No, they're cats. You don't have to worry about their cat being or a litter box.
Well, I don't have as big cats.
You're breaking up.
So anyway, but I get off track. Yeah, learn trade. I learn trade. He takes.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, that's because I just stuff that just had a lag. My internet was fast, and I actually my mouth wet today. I rode on my Milwaukee cooler because it's lagging. I come in my head, and my internet is one more. I'm looking at it right now. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, today has been something else. But learn trades, I know this is not and will not one and only opportunity. I'm ready. I'm actually got some irons in the fire to do some training. Not the video training. I mean, you're doing video training. A lot of people that watch me want me to do video training, but to be honest with you, video training is out there, and people are not really taking advantage of it. And yes, my ads are the worst. I got time. I'm 48. I will be 48 within months, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna, Madonna, believe it or not, I'm gonna digitize. Oh, I do sound like a robot, Madonna?
Yeah.
I sound like a robot?
Yes.
Damn it. Hold on 1 second. Damn it.
Should I get off the live?
No, it's not you. It is. Yeah, Mel. I had to mute myself. Let me see here. Everything is taking up bandwidth. I'm gonna have to terminate a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, because like you're freezing in time.
Really?
Right. It's like it's off and on.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. They say I'm lagging. Damn it. That's why my voice is better. That is why my background dropped. I'm having some technical difficulties. today, seriously, I might even have to stop broadcasting on some of these other, because I'm broadcasting on Instagram and Facebook and all this other stuff.
Oh, all at the same time.
All at the same time, and my bandwidth has dropped. My bandwidth is down to one freaking bar. So, how about now? Anything? Because normally when my stuff is lagging, I see myself like chopped up. Anyway, well, Madonna, you wanna tell? You're live. Oh, you had to pretty yourself up.
You have to pretty myself up.
Anyway, so go ahead and tell them. All right, so I was telling the story about how Old Man Joe, we used to get the equipment from Old Man. We used to split it 50-50 with Joe. And these things were old, people. When we started in the 90s, the refrigerators and stoves and stuff we were selling were from the 60s and the 70s.
Correct.
And sometimes they still had food in them. This stuff would have food in it.
Rotten food, everybody.
Rotting food from the 70s, or you know, at least it was like 5 or 6 years old, and it'd be sitting in a hot box in a warehouse, and then we would truck it on over to the shop, and then yours truly, and this one here would have to open them up and clean them.
Yes.
And in the very beginning. Yeah, in the very beginning,
back to life.
Everybody throws up. Everybody throws up. Everybody. And so I did it to the point where I wouldn't throw up anymore, but I let my sister open up a box and boom, she just exploded everywhere, dude. Everywhere.
I was just telling somebody this story the other day about how, you know, you used to have to walk house to house to repair everything.
Well, yes. Do you know Pop's favorite story?
Yeah, when the guy, he just told the story the other day when an older gentleman was like, "Why you send a kid to my house?" And Mike says, "I know more than you. Why you think I'm here?" Yeah.
All right. I'm 15 years old, so I didn't have a driver's license. And we took care of the whole entire community. And the guy called up and he's like, he's yelling on the phone saying the fridge don't work. And I'm hearing in the background, the evaporator fan motor squealing its ass off. So I go and I grab an evaporator fan motor and I turn to my father and I say, "Hey, look, you know, that guy is on the second floor, a block over. You can stay here at the store and I'll go on over there and I'll change it out." You know, back in the day, going in a freeze on top, fridge on bottom, it was like maybe 4 screws to take the back panel off, and then there was only 2 screws that would hold the bracket in. Yeah, for the evaporator fan motor, and it was just 2 wires for it. So I went over there and I had my little doctor bag, you know, my little screwdriver and stuff, and my little fan with the red fan motor, fan blade. It looked like the fan blades looked like Supco SM999s. And I went over there and the guy's like, "Hey man, why you bring this kid over here, man? What the hell is this kid supposed to do?" You know, and I looked up at the dude because he was a grown ass man. And I was like, "Look, dude, I know more than you. You gonna let me do this or what?" And man, he was like, "Man, just go ahead." And my father heard him over the phone, and my father cracked up laughing. My father has been laughing at that situation for 31 years. 31 years, my father brings that up every so often.
Just last week he brought it up.
Yeah, just last week. Week. So I tell the story too. But yeah,
it's worse when I come out. It's worse when I come out.
Learn a trade. I would ride my BMX bike. I would ride my bike over to a job because back in the day, you only needed a little small bag. We had these little bags just like you get at like Harbor Freight, or like you go to Lowe's and get that little Craftsman bag. And I call it like a little doctor's bag, but it was just a little small 2-handle bag. And in there I had a couple of valves. I would have at least 1 or 2. The valves were the old school valve with the capillary tube mounted to it. This is back when you had a pilot lit gas oven. And so the mercury in the valve would freeze up. The mercury in the valve would freeze up. And so I would have to go over there. So I had my little mini wrenches in there. I had valves. I had igniters. I had fan motors, valves. And I had cherry switches for the washing machines. I had cherry switches for the Maytag, the one with the black switch, the black cherry switch. It was a white switch with a black button.
Yeah.
I had red ones. I had door switches.
You mean with the white button?
Dryers.
White button or red button?
White button, red button. I had the door catch. What's that?
The plunger for the Maytag door switch.
The plunger for the Maytag,
and the fuse.
I had the fuses. I had the round fuse, the hot dog fuse. I had all those different. I had 3 different fuses for the dryers. I had the door catch because I don't know why, but back in the day, people were so rough with them, they would mess up the doors on the dryers. People were so rough back in the day.
They're still rough now. Rough now. Somebody wants to know, how is it when your sister shows up? I know.
Oh yeah, because Mel is she's been in the business. She used to work for the New Zealanders, the Fisher and Paykel.
Oh, I just turned one of those down the other day.
Did you ever meet Mike? Did you ever meet Mike at Fisher and Paykel?
No.
And this is another thing. All right, you can answer Mel's question, and I want to address something real quick.
Okay. People didn't like me coming to their house at all. They're like, "You're a girl. What are you gonna do? You look 12. Aren't you supposed to be in school? Men do this. Men do this. Women don't do this." And I'm like, "I've been in this business since I was 12." They're like, "No, when did you start?" I'm like, "I've been in this business since I was 12." They're like, no. Not when your dad started it. Not when your brother was there. When did you start? I'm like, 12 years old. I've been around this forever, and I know a lot of stuff. And people always underestimate me, and then they get mad if I change. Even if I change a igniter or a thermocoupler in a commercial stove, within minutes, they're like in shock or fan. They're like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, even things I've never done before, people are very shocked and taken back of my expertise. Yeah.
How did they treat you when you went over to Loyola Hospital? Because we never did talk about that. How they treated you?
The head engineer, met us, and he was so excited to see me. He was so proud of me. He doesn't have any female engineers. He has all males. And he was telling all the guys about me. He was just like, "Man, I would be so proud if this was my daughter. Like, she came right in." You know, he was recapping because I went not once, but twice within a 30-day span. One for training, but I had to go back in 30 days to actually repair the unit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I had to go back. I had the training, and then within 30 days, I had to replace one of the communication boards. And I did it just off memory. Like, I didn't have to go through any training manuals or anything like that. But it was time consuming because I had to constantly take videos and pictures, and he was constantly on the phone with me. That was a little lengthy.
But that was the factory. That was the factory guy that was on the phone with you.
Yeah, that was the manufacturer was on the phone with me. And but the engineer was like, "Wow, how did you remember all of this?" I said, "I've been doing this a long time. It doesn't take much. Once you do residential, something similar, it's all the same. It doesn't matter." But yeah, the engineer of the hospital was very intrigued. He's a head engineer. He's been over there over 30 years. He was like, "Man, I'll hire you in a heartbeat if I could."
Now,
and you could do anything.
Did you ever get paid off that one?
Yes.
Oh, good. How much longer how long did it take you to get paid on that? Because I actually tried to get some of these guys into these accounts, but
that wasn't bad. The first time
was it 30 days or what?
the first time was like 4 to 6 weeks. The second time was about a week.
Okay.
About a week. I'm waiting on another. I replaced the door on a cooler. Can I say which one?
No, wait. But this has nothing to do with that account, though, right?
No, not that one, but the other one. I'm waiting on this other account. It's taking a little while. Dukers.
Did I get? Oh, that's the one the lady called you. That's the one that the lady called you, right? And you were calling me, asking me, like, who is this Dukers? And I was like, oh.
So the customer reached out to me because I worked on her True Coolers at her other restaurants. In this particular location, when I got there, it was a Dukers. And I was like, okay, what is this? And so then that's when I realized it was under warranty. And I started the process up like that. Took no time. Sent all of my information. So I finished the job about 2 weeks ago. So I'm waiting on the check.
Oh yeah, no, Dukers is good for it. Those are my people, man. That's my people over there. I actually tell people that watch me to this is Dukers, people. This is Dukers, and it just so happened that they called my sister. They didn't call, the lady that actually owned the Dukers had called my sister. And that's just how far-reaching it is, because this is a lower tier. These manufacturers get mad at me for saying this stuff, but hey, it is what it is. This is not True. This is not Charleston. This is not Delfield. Yeah, hey, learn a trade, man. I said, we both started cleaning these things. We started cleaning them. The guy that used to work, that we went into business with, he would diagnose the units and he would just chuck parts in there. So if it was a refrigerator and he think it needed a timer, he would throw a timer in there. If he think it needed a door switch, he would just throw a door switch in there. And so once we opened up and got that nuclear blast, then we would go in there and see, like, oh, okay, this thing got a timer. So I guess I got to change the timer. This thing got a door switch, so I guess it only needs a door switch. And then we would have to clean it up and then do that. Some of this stuff, you guys don't understand. This stuff used to be like all metal. And we had an uncle, he passed away, but we had an uncle that was really into cars, and he would go and sandblast the units in the back. Correct. And then he would paint them. He would paint them with automotive paint. He would paint them, man. And then we would turn around, deliver and sell them. And then when there was a problem, we would go out and fix it. Now, like I said before, my father was still working. My father was working for the grocery chain. And so I would get out of school early, and then I would go ahead and work at the store, and then sell at the store. And then when my father would get off of work, my father would come, and then he would typically go out, and then maybe he would do the repair, or he would do the delivery, and then I would, if he were tired, then he would stay in the store, and then I would go out, because I didn't start really going out until I turned 16, and then it was only 2 years, and then I went to college. Then when I went to college, my grandmother had to come in. Madonna, I have pictures of our grandmother, and I lost them.
Oh, no.
Of her at the store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have pictures of her at the store. When I was in Vegas, I had the actual photos, and I left them. I had forgot them, and nobody knows where those damn pictures are. I'm still pissed about that.
I think the audience will be surprised that I've done every part of the business. I've done deliveries, I've repaired, I've cleaned them, do all the bookkeeping, talk to all the vendors, go get parts, everything. Everything. So every aspect of the business is, I've done it. I know the business backwards and forward. So now I'm stretching out to the commercial side more and more. I work on a lot of True equipment.
Kicking and screaming. Mud, kicking and screaming.
Yeah, somebody asked me work on I missed the Hoshitaki
training class in Hillside.
I missed the training class, and I so regret it. I so regret it because somebody asked me to do their ice maker just recently, and I'm like,
Well, here's the inside baseball on that. Are you ready? Here's the inside baseball. So the company that used to have it, you remember Empire?
Yes.
Empire lost that account. I guess they aged out. No, all right. So it's nationwide. These people that had the distribution deals with Hoshizaki, as those, I guess they were 30, 40-year deals. As those deals expired, Hoshizaki has not been renewing them because people just don't get it. They're like, look, man, in Chicago, when it was a Hoshizaki ice machine, you didn't touch it. You just told people, call Empire. Because Empire was brutal. Empire had 130 technicians. They wouldn't, they were supposed to sell you the parts, but they wouldn't train you. They wouldn't do any of that other stuff. And when an ice machine was beeping, you would just throw your hands up and just like, I don't know what to do. Call Empire. And I didn't really learn all of the ice machines until I left Chicago because of Empire. And now that's why that company Redco has it, because Empire is now handling the Isomatic. So they bought at least 4 Isomatic distributors. They bought the distributor.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. So I am stuck. Yeah. So just like I was telling them how I lost my million, I lost at least $1 million today.
You didn't tell me how you.
I don't have no damn employees. You know I hate employees. Tell these people how many people have we trained over the years? Just spit it out. Just say a damn number, man. Just stop this dead air. Say a number.
30.
30? No, try over 100.
I went with the short term.
Okay.
Like the last.
We trained over 30. Hell, I remember training over 30 people just in a just like a 2-year period. Man, you just don't know. Like we had people that we trained that came back, broke into the store. I forgot about all of those. Trained that passed away.
Yeah, moved out of state. A lot of them were gone out of state. My father
is very he, like I said, what do you weren't here earlier, but I said my father doesn't run a business. My father has a hobby. So you know what I call the store, right?
No, what?
I call it the Maywood Recycling Program. Oh, you frozen. You frozen. All right, you back. I call it the Maywood Recycling Program.
I was trying to go to the comments.
Oh no, they're not gonna get it. There's only a few people that actually sell. And I don't even think they come from. There's like 2 major camps that are like watching me, and one of the people from those camps they actually sell, so they would get it. But my father, he sells the appliances. This is how this goes. And I was thinking about this earlier. After I lost this money today, I was like, you know what? People always think, they're like, oh man, this guy, he must know everything, and he's been doing this for 30 years. And I'm like, you know what? Talk to an auto mechanic that's been doing it for 30 years. I bet you he don't know jack about no damn Tesla. I bet you talk to an auto mechanic that's been working for 30 years. I bet you he don't know jack about no brand new Corvette ZR1. I guarantee you he don't.
But we always have to change and evolve all the time.
But do they? I am the anomaly.
No, we do. Me and you do.
Because we're younger. That's because we're younger. If we started when we were 30 or late 20s, like Pop is stuck in time. And that's what people don't understand. They're like, "Oh, your father, he must know everything," right? But no. I know people think. Don't say that. They're gonna throw rocks at us. But people think that my father is like this technician from the heavens, right?
A technician god. Technician god.
They think Bob is Zeus of technicians, right?
No, so, when I pick up the phone, you guys, I go, "Hello, this is Maywood Appliance. How can I help you?" "You can't help me. I gotta talk to the man that answers the phone." I'm like, I'm the daughter of the man.
Yeah,
I know more than what he knows at this point. No, you can't help me. I'm like, right. I'm out in the field every day, all day.
Well, let me, all right, real quick. I'm gonna tell you how you get frozen in time. When you're dealing with a unit, let's just say GE. So you start with a GE side by side. Yeah, I know, right? When you're dealing with a unit, say a GE side by side.
Montgomery Ward. What about Montgomery Ward?
No, nothing about that. I'm trying to do something that they might be able to relate to. They're not gonna. That's a whole nother can of worms. All right, so to say it was the GE side by side when this sucker first came out, you're dealing with it, and you're
I threw Pops under the bus. Yes, I threw him under the bus.
You're servicing it, right? You're servicing it, and the lifespan of that unit, you can stretch it out to about 20.
Wait, I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. Okay.
No, I know. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, my other mic died. I don't know what's up with that one. Anyway, I know contractor. I just saw it. Yeah, my other mic died. So, all right, when you're working on a unit, and let's just say you're working on it when it's brand new. What does people say? Yeah, I know. When you're working on a unit and it's brand new, you've got a lifespan of that product. Let me see if I can do this. You got the lifespan of this product, and let's just say now it's currently 6 years, but it used to be, when we started, it used to be 20 years.
Correct.
Working on the same thing all the time. You're working on the same type of stove for 20 years. You're working on the same type of refrigerator for 20 years, and you're eating fat off of that because you got every single part for that refrigerator. You got the heating elements for it. You got the fan motors for it, the evaporator, the condenser motor. You got the timer for it.
The door switch, the thermostat.
Door hinges. You got everything except for door gaskets, right? And even then, we would take door gaskets off of other ones that people would like trade it in. So, excuse me. So you're stuck in time essentially for the lifespan of a particular product in your market. So you're not really aware of other stuff, and that begins to stagnate your growth as a technician. I was a little different because my father would take care of the GE, the Kenmore, the Frigidaire, the Montgomery Ward, the JC Penney, all that stuff back in the day.
The Amana.
We took care of that stuff up until people just didn't want it anymore. Not that it wouldn't work, because we were able to fix it. The problem was that it was big. The interior space was small. It didn't match with the aesthetics of the kitchen because these things were from the 80s. But what would happen is people would buy a unit from us, whether it be new or used. We would sell to them, then we would charge them to take the old one back. We would fix the old one, and then we would then put the old one out there in the market under rentals. So all the landlords would then get these working appliances at a big basement bargain price. And that was the recycling program. My father would just take these units back, fix them, and then pump them back out there in the market for whichever market was needed, whether it was the consumer or the landlord market. And so my father got very comfortable, shall we say, with that. My father got very comfortable with that. And but the problem is that he was stagnant, and he wasn't learning
the new refrigerant. He wasn't learning about, like Madonna would tell you. I used to go out there. Remember, I was doing all this stuff for ADCO. I was doing all the stuff for the Italians. And that was another thing. I'm gonna tell you guys, our situation is unique because we were in Chicago. Madonna, do you realize that we were only 15 minutes away from Bosch?
Yeah. It's in Broadview.
So I never realized that's why all those Bosch trainers and stuff kept coming to the store. And we would have, and someone just asked me today about should they go to the restaurant show in Chicago. And I was like, no, because you're only going to see what the equipment does. You're not going to meet anybody that's going to help you. And so because we were in Chicago, we would have all these manufacturers come to the store. It wasn't like we were in Miami. It wasn't like we were in LA. It wasn't like we were in Montana. We were in a place where it had a huge concentration of Chinese, huge concentration of Italians.
Correct.
So they would fly in from Italy. They would fly in from Spain and all that into Chicago directly. They wouldn't fly into JFK. They would fly into Chicago. And in Chicago is where they had all their warehousing and distribution and all the product, and even Whirlpool, Benton Harbor, Michigan. All this stuff was only hours away from us. And so
which really made us a powerhouse.
Yeah, we were in Maywood, bro. We were in Maywood. So the trainers from Bosch, you used to just come on over like from, what is that, 22nd?
25th.
Bosch.
25th Avenue.
Yeah, 25th Avenue.
They just closed it like 2 years ago. 3 years ago, they just closed it.
So yes, I know it was the automotive division, but do you know, Madonna, we had...
No, but they did other things out of that location.
Well, I was
because the customer service was out of there.
No, not only that, but the tankless division was there at one point in time.
Correct.
The guy came 25 years ago. They came and offered to train us on tankless and offered us a brokerage or whatever the hell, our own thing.
Yeah.
5 years ago, and we were like, "What the hell is tankless?" Tankless. They don't. I was like, I don't know. I don't. They're like, hey man, it's a big thing in Europe and all that other stuff, and we'll train you. And Pop and I turned that opportunity down. Yeah. That was what it was. So yes, it had automotive. It was an automotive division that was over there, but it was also appliance was over there, including the tankless division was over there.
But it was like 25th between Roosevelt and Cermak.
And Cermak, it stretched all the way down, right there where the bridge was, all the way down to Cermak.
Yeah, so right past.
Yes, from Roosevelt down to Cermak on 25th Street. All
right, but right past the village. The village of Broadview.
The bridge went over, but Bosch went under. Bosch went under all the way down to the Swedish. Remember the Swedish smorgasbord and all that stuff. Bosch went all.
Yeah, but that's Cermak over there. But anyway, that's at 17th and Cermak. But
we not only but not only did we had that, but we had Fulgor that's based. Fulgor is still based in Chicago. It was called FCI Fulgor, and let me see here. Yeah, they say FCI, and let me see here. Yeah, they call this stuff Fulgor. Let me see here, Fulgor Appliance. They keep changing their name. So because of all the Italians that we had, all of these Italian appliance manufacturers who were working under GE, who were working under Kenmore, who were working under Whirlpool, you would actually buy a Kenmore, a Whirlpool, or a GE, and
Frigidaire.
Yeah, well, yeah. And the actual manufacturer was really an Italian manufacturer, and part of the deal is that they did their rebranding, their rebadging for Whirlpool, GE, Frigidaire, and all that stuff, and then so they were already shipping that stuff to the United States, and so they started shipping their own stuff under their own brand. but they had nobody to work on it. Nobody would touch it. No one would touch it. And so these guys used to come in the store. I mean, they used to come in the store all the time and say, hey, you know, you want to work on our stuff? We'll train you. Not only will we train you, but we'll give you parts for free. We'll give you tech support for free. So my father turned all that down, but I accepted that. And that's actually how I started. Fulgor Manufacturing. Here we go. So Fulgor changed their name all the time. And let me see. It's so hard to find. And the only reason why I mention that is because like companies like Fulgor, they used to also dump their equipment. All this is residential, by the way. They used to dump their stuff on the market through builders. And guys know this, ladies too, that Bertazzoni is currently following that game plan. Uh-oh, my sister's gone. And Bertazzoni is following.
I'm still here, though. I'm still here.
Oh, there you are. Bertazzoni is following this game plan. So Bertazzoni is currently, they practically give that stuff away to the builders. And so you'll go to a brand new development. Don't let it be a high rise. And all the appliances are like Bertazzoni. You're like, why the hell did they choose this? They chose it because they were able to save millions of dollars on the appliances by having this stuff. And it's, you know, they were able to say, hey, look, we're not off name brand. You can see our stuff in Sears. You can see our stuff in Best Buy. And it was under these different names. So like these companies, see, uniquely Italian, because this is Mondragon. This is actually not Mondragon, the Minghetti family. So they actually own Fulgor and a couple others. And I'm going to try to show, because it is so difficult to show that these guys are in Chicago. But if you ever call tech support, because everything says Italy, if you ever call tech support, ask tech support where they are. They're going to tell you they're in Chicago. And it is not just them. You got quite a few others. Yo, what's up? Yeah. Yes, Fisher and Paykel does that. And then does Fisher and Paykel still have that warehouse?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think they do, but I'm not sure.
Well, it was their largest facility. See, they have Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, warehouse, Chicago. They used to have this huge two-tier, not two-tier, but it was two parts, and it was like this twin building. And oh man, let me see if I could find it. And it was, the reason why they had it there is because they would fly stuff into O'Hare. And they would just pump this stuff out. And so Fisher and Paykel, you would find Fisher and Paykel all throughout Chicagoland. Man. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yeah, I know they got a direct tech line. Mel used to work for them. Before they had their own people, I used to work for Fisher and Paykel before they had their own people. And look at it. Yeah. All right, your dad is Superman and Technicians, and don't you forget it. I know.
Oh man, he would love that right now. He would love that.
Them people will get you. Them pitchforks will come out.
He would love that. Oh my God.
You'll have those memories as a family. I love that you have those memories. Yeah. So but Donna, I've been telling these people for the longest. Look, man, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I come from a family business. Even when I told that guy that wanted to buy my bill, the one to buy the business today, I said, yeah, it's a family business. And he's like, huh? I'm like, oh God. Like, yeah, all 90% of appliance businesses used to belong to families. Yes. And I used to do work for hire. And I do work for LeBaire. You know why hire is called hire is part of LeBaire and the other company that bought it. I forgot. No, brother, I'm going to sell. I am going to sell.
Take the money and run.
Right. Well, I never. All right. I am going over towards the educational side of things. So, yeah. No, I've been servicing LeBaire since day one. My wife was actually pregnant.
Oh yeah, Jesus is the man. I just talked to him last week.
Yeah, I know. He never lets you live that down, right? You talked to your brother today?
Oh my God. You talked to your brother? I sent the information to you. I'm like, you sent it to Mike. You didn't send it to me. You got to send it to me.
Yeah, I know. I remember when Jesus was a helper.
Really?
Yeah, Jesus was a helper. All right. So LeBaire had ADCO was doing all their stuff, and that's why I tell people that I know Lockring. That's why I tell people that I know R600 and 290, because LeBaire used to send. LeBaire has 2 warehouses, and LeBaire used to mess up. Well, that's what they claim anyway. I don't think they did, but LeBaire used to ship refrigerators from the warehouse that only had R600, and sometimes a whole sea container would make it to the States, and the equipment would end up primarily like in Miami and Chicago. Anybody here from New York? Chime in if you're here from New York. Yeah, the ice makers still have issues. They've always had issues. They've re-engineered the ice makers. They've actually gone with the American style
and that temperature sensor and the temperature sensors.
Yeah, the temperature sensor would fall down, and as the arm would rotate, the sensor would get wrapped up in arm and get ripped out. Fun times. Hell, I got some. I'm sitting around here. I got about 6 of them right here. I got about 6 of them right here. Yeah, I know you fixed it. You fixed it today. You're gonna get a call in 6 months from now, or you're gonna get a call at Christmas time or Thanksgiving. It is what it is.
1 year.
Ooh,
1 year.
No water. Now the
no
one thing
water.
Swear by is that it is not the fill valve. It is not that. It's a triple filtration system. Blah blah blah. Be honest with you, I've never had to change. I've never had to change a filter system, the fill valve system on LeBaire. So, but ice maker, yes. Fan motors, yes. Heaters, yes. Drains, all the damn time.
Drains, constant issue, constant. I'm tired of the ice maker. I'm tired of the sensor. I'm tired of the door gaskets.
Well, you know, I take care of it because I still do residential when it's a and I take care of LeBaire here. LeBaire has a crane facility here in Houston, so I take care of it when it's an office setting, like at their Houston office. I take care of it when it's in a office building, because I'll take care of the restaurants in the office, the cafeteria in the office, and then in the break rooms, they'll have a mix. So they'll have like a commercial dishwasher, a residential refrigerator, and then they might have like a commercial ice machine. Like I have a lot of law firms that'll do that. Or they'll have like a residential, it'll be a mix, like a residential dishwasher, a commercial refrigerator, and then a commercial ice machine. So any number, dealer's choice, whatever. But I still dibble dabble in the land of residential, just not in the same way as you guys do. And believe it or not, Madonna, they still got me roped into La Conche and La Cornue. I still do La Cornue.
I bet you do.
Well, yeah, but it's really not worth my time. It's really not. Like say for instance, if I had employees, you know, they're not trying to hear that. The corporations that want to buy smaller companies like myself, they don't want to hear that. That's noise to them. They can't. That doesn't factor in. That doesn't work well with their stuff. And then to hook you up with, bro, all you got to do is call them up. On the residential side, and there's no hookup. You know how it is. They play these games. I was trained by the French when they flew here. When they flew to Chicago, they did their one and only training class in Chicago, nationwide. They had all the techs fly in from LA, New York, Miami, and they flew into it ain't treason, bro. And they had that training class was 20 some years ago. And be honest with you, I'm one of the few people still alive from that damn training class. Everybody else has aged out of this world. So, because I was young, I was in my 20s. No more selling chemicals. Oh, of course I sell chemicals. Hell yeah, I sell chemicals. Oh yeah, I slang chemicals, brother. I'm out there like Snowman. So what is this saying? Oh no. All right. So here's the thing. If I sell, which I'm not in a position to sell anytime soon, but if I sell, that would then contribute to a training facility. A training facility would not come into conflict with any type of sale. It would not come into, oh man, I need to do LeBaire refrigeration. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, so let me go to the different factories. Where the hell is it? It's in this cluster. One of the refrigeration for LeBaire is in this damn cluster. So it would actually Germany. Let's see what comes up. Here we go. Ta-da. So LeBaire is Europe's largest privately owned manufacturer of refrigerators. LeBaire actually OEM supplies for two residential brands that you would know if I would tell you. Oh yeah, that's right. Damn it, it's not working. Anyway, LeBaire actually what it is the LeBaire unit that you buy. Now they have the black, but they don't have stainless steel interior. The other one that you could buy from another brand has an all stainless steel interior. It has a button that you press that can raise or lower the interior shelves. But everything is the same. Everything is the same. LeBaire makes it for them, and they charge like a good $3,000-$4,000 more than LeBaire does. I've sold LeBaire my store in Chicago. I didn't sell commercial in my store, but I sold residential. So here we go. So LeBaire manufactures refrigerators in 5 countries: Germany and Austria. Now, the Austria facility is the one that was only 600. The Germany facility was the one producing the units that were still 134A. And every now and then they would, and this is my speculation, to meet the quota, to make sure that they had enough units in the United States, they would divert a shipment from Austria to the United States, and they would end up in Miami, and they would end up in Chicago. And ultimately what happened is guys got rich in Miami. Guys got filthy rich working on LeBaire R600 units in Miami 15 years ago. They would run up and down A1A fixing evaporator leaks, R600 leaks with the lock ring tool. So they would send us out the lock ring tool and a canister of R600, and we would do our business. You know what I'm saying? And so that's years ago. That's what I used to do. So that was my introduction to R290 and R600, almost 2 decades ago, was through LeBaire. And I lost my sister. But now I do have one. I mentioned her before. Yeah, I know you guys eat good, but realistically, you guys can more than double and triple your money on the commercial side. So I'm slowly bringing you along. I am in no way, shape, or form. Yeah, that was my sister. Yeah, I am in no way. Oh yeah, she's still here. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to tell you guys not to do residential in any way. I am merely giving you all options. I am not telling you to do what I do. I am telling you to do better than what I do. There is a way to be better. Oh, damn, that's the wrong thing. There is a way to be better than me. There is a way to be larger. I've told you everything I've told you guys. You can actually achieve those things. It's just a matter of, are you willing to go through the necessary training? You got to go through the necessary training, and then you got to get out there. I understand it might be a little difficult for some of you to get out there, which is why I have presented to you the health department videos. All right. The health department, Miami. Let's see what we got here. So I've shown health department situations. How you can acquire customers searching through the health department. I've given you information on how to get hooked up with Coke, how to get hooked up with Pepsi, how to get hooked up with Dr. Pepper. I did live streams from Dr. Pepper, from the warehouse. Those are in the early days. Like early days is like a year ago today. I was at Dr. Pepper and I was showing you all, hey, look, you need to go locally because it's all set up locally. Breweries are local. All right, it's a federal thing. Yes, please, can we get 25 likes? It's a federal thing. And it's also a weight issue. So they actually brew, whether it's going to be soda or whether it's going to be alcohol, they make it in the area where you live. It's not made in New York and in truck to Louisiana. That's why you see all these local beverages. So the way to get in with Coke, the way to get in with Dr. Pepper, Keurig Dr. Pepper, the way to get in with Pepsi, you have to go to your local distributor, of which there are many. You have to go to your local distributor, and you have to go through all the hurdles that they have. But they have a mountain of equipment that is there that they actually need worked on. Right? They have a shortage of people. Let me see here. Let me see if I could find any restaurants. They have a shortage of people, just like everybody else. They are offering bonuses for people to come in and work. So let me see. No events. How do I get to this? Let me see here. All right, let me do this. Restaurant violations. All right, there we go. Complaints. So you don't have to be a wonder wizard to get in here and find this stuff out. You just do like I did. You just Google it. You just Google this kind of stuff, and it will pop up. So let's see here what we got going on in Florida. Let's see what we got here. What we have. Food manager certification, inspections and complaints. I know you guys can't really see it. There we go. I can blow it up. There was adult daycare, all that kind of stuff. Food inspections. So let's go. Let's just jump into it. So here we go. Here's all kind of stuff. The different counties. We'll go with I am partial to we'll go with Flagler. I'm more partial to not just a Dade. Let me go to a county that I know very well. I know you guys are probably going nuts. I can't see anything that you guys are putting out there just now. Aha! There we go. PBG. Let's go. Let's go with the PBG. I used to live there back when Venus Serena used to live there, and then I was there taking care of a whole bunch of golf people. I don't follow golf, and but they were famous golf players up there in PBG. And why Venus and Serena Williams lived there, I don't know. Anyway, so here's high schools, assisted livings. Oh, there's an unsatisfactory. That's 23. We don't. Oh, this is all from the same place. Delray Beach, Lake Worth, Loxahatchee, Jupiter. Oh, Jupiter. Oh man, they're going easy on these people. Satisfactory. I want some unsatisfactory type stuff. Upper building. Let's go. Usually the unsatisfactory stuff is later on, but you get to see what the hell. Boynton Beach. Why not? Let's see what this is. On Federal Highway. Let me go back so I can see what you guys are saying. So you just have to go. Oh, that's your old area? Okay. Yeah, I used to live there. I wasn't always married. And I lived somewhere everywhere. I lived everywhere. So I was able to do appliance repair. And sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I would do the corporate thing. And I eventually settled on doing appliances. But here, okay, so I can look at the report. Oh, come on, man. I don't know why they want to make this stuff so difficult. Let me just go into one. So Miami is a little weird. I guess I would have to download the PDF. But you have everybody's information over there in Boca. So I got here we go. YouTube videos, QD food. Hold on one second. Bear with me. I am downloading this. And I'm going to, where the hell did it go? Damn it. Hold on. One second. I'm trying to look this up for you guys so we can see what they are being. This is what you, sometimes what you end up with. They try to hide this stuff. All this stuff, just so you guys know, this is public records. This is public information. Anyone can look this stuff up. All right, so what the hell? Where did he go? All right, let me look up recent. Damn. I'm not gonna, if I can't find it, I'm not gonna. It's under Q. Damn it. It's QD Food _ 2022. All right, let me see here. QD Food _ This nuts. All right, I want to show you. Let me just go to another one. Houston Department. So as you see, I'm just typing that in. I'm just typing it in. So here I can go to Houston's health department, and I just do the same thing. Here you can search through facilities, and there are a few places. Baltimore is kind of a pain. There's only 2 places I've looked up that were kind of difficult to find. Most are now going to do some of this, download the report type stuff. Ooh, Candy Shop. I'm gonna do Candy Shop. So they've actually been pretty good. Most of these places are actually pretty good. But what you're doing, no, man, it's I wanted to try to get into this, but what you're doing is you're able to parlay this information, because information is key. Let me go back to another one. Bar, full service. We're gonna let me do 31st. It doesn't do 30. Damn you. Oh, it doesn't have. Damn it! I did it again. We're gonna do 30 days. Oh, they're being a pain. Oh, hold on a second. Let me see if I can reset this. Let me do April. There it is. My bad. Hold on a second. Let me do April. My bad. Sorry about this data. All right. It's playing with me. Let's do this. April 22nd. And we were going to do this. All right. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Now, I'm able to look at this. I'm able to see the names of these bars. I do not recommend servicing bars. I hate it with a passion. Is it a lot of work? Hell yeah. It is a lot of work. Will your feet often be sticky? Yes, your feet are going to get sticky. Bars are open at odd times. With that being said, for if you're just getting into the business, a bar is beneficial in the fact that you're not going to be in employees' ways, in their way, if you come in earlier in the day. Here's indoor paintball. If you come in earlier in the day, that says violation. Routine inspection. Why are we not getting in here? All right, so each inspection, at least once every 90 days, it's a violation, but I can't see it. It tells me which type. All right, like I said before, they're playing games. Everybody is starting to play games, and this really didn't come up. As you guys know, this kind of stuff didn't come up until I started showing you guys this kind of stuff. Pandera, I don't want that. There's a donut shop. Here we go. We got a number of violations. You can see the dates. My suggestion to you is to pick one that is relatively close. So we're gonna do March, and you can pick one that's relatively close to you. Oh, no reports. Oh, y'all ain't been out there working? They haven't been out there working? Yeah, so it looks like last time they were out there was, yeah. So right here, we could see Just Rising Donuts and More. And this is like an east side. And this one is not showing me what the violation is, but you can go in there and now you see the information. See, now they've taken the phone numbers off. You used to have the name of the restaurant, of the name of the owner. You used to have a phone number and all that. It's probably there. I'm having some technical difficulties with getting this information. Right now, my computer is acting up. I did get it wet earlier. All right, catch you later, Mel. Okay, you couldn't find anything? You couldn't find anything in Cali? What part of Cali are you in? Let's just do that since I'm going through technical difficulties. All right, health code violations. Violations. All right, California health code violations. Here we go, right there, San Francisco. I don't know where you are. We'll switch it. We will switch it. And let's see here. Let's see here. Sorry about the throat. Maybe it's up here. Learn more about inspection, health inspection results. Go to inspections. So here we go. Like I said, they don't exactly roll out the red carpet for you. This is all public information. There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing right now. Any operation is serving food only under the supervision of the local municipality. And they're doing this to ensure that no one is being poisoned. So see, here you go. California is good. California is showing you everything, just like they should. Just like do Napa. All right. Let's see. Visit official website. As you guys are seeing it. So like I promised you before, it tells you the name of the facility. It gives you their email address. It gives you their phone number. Gives you their name. And so it tells you everything about what they found. It tells you about everything about what they found with the equipment, if they needed door gaskets, if the walk-in is not operating properly. You do have to look at the different ratings, right? So every location is different. And so while you're looking at this, so you can see the different things, it was just a routine inspection. They give you the time, the date. Everyone is now digital. Visit the permit. I don't want to visit the permit center. So while you guys are looking at that, I'm in a completely different website right now. I'm trying to look up Napa because this is hold on. All right. California operations, Napa Valley. All right, we'll flip this over and I'm going to share this tab. So here we go. Napa County food. Let me drop this in the cap. You have to do this. You gotta go through this international quiet storm. What's happening, brother? I was in, oh damn, that's not him, that's me. I was in the chat with you yesterday as we were over there on Machismo. Yeah, y'all gotta get me that the video so I can play for Machismo TV. So check out Machismo TV. International Quiet Storm. He's a member of Machismo TV, just like Contractor. There's Contractor right there. And Machismo. International Quiet Storm. Yeah, your boy dropped the bag. I fumbled the bag. That's what this whole video was about. I fumbled a very large bag. And so now I'm just telling people how not to be like me. That's the whole thing. I am not I am a Mr. Know-It-All, but I am not, that is not the point of what I do here. The point of what I'm doing here is to tell you what I do know so you can leapfrog where I am, what I'm doing, and advance, right? That's the whole point of all of this. There's plenty of room to advance. Everybody's worried about space, but the higher up you go, the more space there is. On the ground level, yeah, you crammed in like sardines, but the more you up your game, the better off your business is going to be. Let's see here. Let's do an earlier inspection date. Let's start with the beginning of the year. Let's do that. Okay, so you said you don't know how to find this stuff in Napa Valley. I did it with 3 keystrokes, brother. 3. Oh yeah. Well, don't be like me, brother. Be better than me. Be better than me. So here you go. Here is your Napa Valley. So if you're looking to get in, all right, so it's the nice thing about what you got. You're able to see the different grades. Let me go back. All right, it's been a long day. They did 164 just in that beginning part of the year. Let me see what we can do. Hey, give me a zip code. Give me a zip code. Let me help a brother out. Help a brother out. Give me a zip code. All right. Because who asked for Napa Valley? Who asked for Napa? Isn't that you, Wild Williams? Yeah. So give me a zip code. Give me a zip code. Salute to all the brothers. All right. No, okay. Oh, you out there? Oh, no. Oh, you in Chicago too? Oh, 60153. Oh man. Wait a minute. Ain't that Maywood? Wait. No. Where we 60? Yeah, aren't we? 606. 60. I haven't been to Chicago in a long time. Yeah, that is Maywood, right? Yeah, that's where I'm from. That's who we are. We're Maywood Appliance. My sister was just on earlier. So if you look at my face, you've seen me before. If you grew up in Maywood, you know Maywood Appliance. All right, so here we go. And that's why I'm on Royce Babel, because he's from Maywood too. There's a lot of us. Even 5150. What's the name? His baby mother's from what's the name? His baby mother's from Maywood. And if you're from there, you know. Let me see here. So let me see. Just give me one. It is 94591. 94591. All right, so we got 94. Okay. Now, so we've selected that. Oh, I need to do a different. Oh, yeah, because I did. My bad. I gotta go back. Shoot. Now this looks like there's a pain. 94591. So I'm gonna widen. I'm going to widen the dates. All right. So, and please, because I see the numbers are dropping off. Everybody just ask whatever you need to know about. Doesn't matter what it is. You said 591? Shoot. Hold on 1 second. 94. I should just write this damn thing down. All right. 94591. Yeah. 94591. My memory is slipping pretty much like my father. Man, please. Yeah, brother. Just a quick recap. I've always preached that if you grow your service business, a larger company will come by and buy you out, just not for your book of business, not for your phone number, but for your technicians. They want competent technicians. And I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't ready. Was it Kevin Hart? No, I wasn't ready. 94591. So your boy dropped the ball. Your boy dropped the ball big time. I dropped the ball. So they offered me the bag. You know what? I ain't gonna mess around. I'm gonna make this from last year. So it's gonna be should be a long list. The hell? Oh, that's nuts. All right, forget it, man. You can do this your damn self. You can do this yourself. We're just gonna do that. I'm gonna go back 94591 because this is pissing me off, and I'm burning airtime doing this stuff. Anyway, you can go through here. I'm pretty sure you can select this stuff based on the inspection grades. But like I said, this is my first time seeing it. This is a mobile food truck right here. They got an A grade. I'm trying to find one that's a little. Let me go down here. Because they usually, there it is. Because they usually hide this. Oh, and it would be. So yeah, brother, the opportunity came up for your boy to take a 6-figure payout. Well, no, Yeah. For your boy to take a payout, and I told them, hey man, I don't have nothing to sell y'all. I don't have a business to sell you. It's just me. You cannot sell a business that is just you. I'm not a tech company. I don't have anything that's proprietary. Your vehicles are not important in the grand scheme of things. Your clientele is not important in the grand scheme of things. That is actually worthless. What they're going to do is they're going to take your employees that are competent, that you've been able to generate an income with, that you've been able to support the business with, and they're going to take those people and then plug them into their operation. They're just gonna hollow out your operation. You're of course going to have to stay on for, typically what happens is you have to stay on for about 5 years. Yeah, it does. Let me zoom in. Let me show everybody what it's talking about. Typically you have to stay on for about 5 years. And the reason why you have to stay on for about 5 years, so you see this here, they weren't washing their hands. They were out, right? They were out of compliance. So the reason why you have to sign a non-compete clause, right, is typically going to be for about 5 years. Not only that, it's so you don't go ahead, start another company, go back to your same employees and say, hey man, come work for me when you're not working for them. On your days off, come work for me. I'll make you some money again. All right. Floors and ceilings not clean. All right. Let's see here. Cloths were disgusting. Equipment. So see, they try to hide this stuff. So the equipment is out of compliance. They hide the equipment with utensils, linen, and storage. Here's your dishwashers. No, the dishwasher was not maintained. So it's called warewashing on the commercial side. Food storage is not in compliance. So this is not unusual with this type of restaurant. Lo and behold, what is it? So the refrigerator, their cold holding unit, was not at the right temperature. So wherever they hold their fish, wherever they hold their eggplant, was not right. Sanitizer. So once again, no sanitizer set up. So I would jump on in there, boom, boom, boom. I would go ahead and install the sanitizer pumps. I would sell them the sanitizer. I told y'all before, I got, man, I probably got about 50. No, probably. I probably got about 3 55-gallon drums worth of sanitizer. The hand wash sink has a spoon and yellow sauce. Oh God. Oh no. Do not use the hand sink for washing dishes. Oh God. Oh, all right. I'm kind of guilty of this myself. I've used the hand wash sink as a dump sink. So I am going to stop doing that. Okay, food in the walk-in and all that stuff didn't have labels. They had no chlorine test strips. I've showed you guys that before. So bam, I would sell them strips and the holder. Probably sell them the all that whole setup. You got to install all that over there. Once again, the drain board, there were ants on the surface. I cannot, and you cannot, administer chemicals to kill the ants, right? So that is Ecolab. That $1 billion corporation, that is Ecolab. You will go to jail if you are caught administering Raid or any of that other stuff that you could legally buy. You can legally buy all kind of commercial grade products to get rid of ants, roaches, silverfish, and the like. But it is illegal for you to dispense it. It is illegal for you to sell it. Well, no, you can sell it to the people, but you cannot sell it and then dispense it. You can sell it to the owner because you can buy it legally. You can sell it to the owner, and then the owner has to administer the agent. So what I was instructed to do by the legal authority is, in order to get that resale license, once again, it's like electrical, it's like plumbing. You got to work for somebody for so many hours and journeyman and all that other stuff. Let me take my face off of there. The problem with that is so one, you gotta go ahead and work for somebody or work under their license. Two, when the customer has the chemical agent, the customer doesn't have the know-how to remove back panels, go into the area where the drain pans are, to remove the service panels on ovens, remove the service panels on ice machines, and access the non-food areas of the equipment where the creepy crawlers are actually living. When Ecolab comes, let me show you guys again. Ecolab, when Ecolab comes, right, that is that $15 billion. And I want it so badly. I want some of that. I want that. So when Ecolab comes, Ecolab isn't removing the panels. Ecolab isn't doing that kind of stuff. So when you have a hot holding cabinet, a warming cabinet, you actually need to take off the top area and administer the bait up there. Combi ovens are the same way in various areas around there where the insulation is. That is not a food safe area. That is insulation with fiberglass. No one's eating that. And that if that fiberglass is blowing around, it's hazardous. So you can administer that. Well, you cannot administer that, but that gets administered in those areas. So business is good for Ecolab. Their revenue was $15 billion in 2022. Net income went up 26%. Their profit is 9%. Right? So very, very good business. Very, very good business. Let me show you what Ecolab does. All right, so we're doing bug abatement, and let's see here. Let's see if I can find inspecting. There we go. And you've all seen these vehicles. All right. So Ecolab used to do repair. Ecolab used to work on dishwashers. Ecolab used to work on ovens. They've since sold off that business because it just wasn't enough for them. So the Jack Welch system, if it falls below 10% of the bottom line, so if it's under 10% of that $13 billion, that division has to go. Well, Ecolab is a chemical company, and this is part of what they do. So trust Ecolab to help you win the fight against pests. So yes, pesticide is part of a billion-dollar industry. It's a little harder to get into the pesticide business than it is the appliance business. All right. And let's see what we got here. So yeah, they're in life sciences, they're in the water. And I got Nelco. Nelco is like 15 minutes from my house. I got a Nelco facility right over there. Fair use. Let me see if I can blow this sucker up. So I hate to
You don't have time to worry about pests at your business, and you certainly don't want your customers worrying about pests. So when you need to know that your facilities are pest-free, you need Ecolab. Nobody knows more about commercial pest elimination and prevention. Our commitment to a higher standard gives you the peace of mind that your business and your brand are protected, making your operations cleaner, safer, and healthier. We partner with you to achieve and maintain pest-free outcomes for your business.
So
this begins on the front lines.
You can utilize
dedicated
this type
Ecolab
of
service specialists are the most highly trained experts in the industry, supported by the
If
industry's
I were
largest
to-
research and development
Let's just say
team.
if I were to sell,
With a sole
I
focus
were
on
to
commercial
sell it,
operations,
right?
we
If I were
arrive
to
at your
go ahead
facility
and
armed with
hire 10
best-in-class
guys
protocols designed to
month,
fully
get them all
eliminate
trained
and
up.
proactively prevent
I would
pests.
go into-
Behind
I
the
would go
scenes,
into the
our
business
sophisticated
side of the
analytics
business.
tools comb through thousands of data
I could go into
points
the
to
business
reveal
side part
and
of things.
anticipate
And that would
hidden risks.
in
We
no
know
way,
you
shape,
have a
or form would
business
I
to
be in
run, so we
conflict with,
tailor our
the
communications
non-commercial.
to meet your unique needs.
In no way,
Convenient
shape, or
digital dashboards give you an at-a-glance view of essential information.
So now
and
where
your
you
dedicated Ecolab team is always standing by.
all right,
You
that video is
can't
almost over.
afford to take chances with the damage that pest issues.
So yes, people like to look down on blue collar, but blue collar generates billions of dollars, billion. So this simple line says that there are, first of all, what was it? That there were ants. That means that those people are going to need to call Ecolab. Ecolab is the 800-pound gorilla in that market, in all markets, really. But what you're going to do is you're going to utilize this information. Now, the nugget of information I want to give you out of this is the customer themselves can purchase the pesticide, right? Roach baits. All right, so let me show you this. Now, where you come in at, you can either have them buy it. There is no license required. I buy this stuff all the time. Now you can instruct, or you can have the customer look at this stuff, and this could be a selling point for your business. The customer is not going to open up the access panels on their appliances. Ecolab, and this is the goose that keeps laying the golden egg. Ecolab doesn't go in where the source problem is. They actually could, but that's not how you make billions of dollars. You guys can't see this. That's not how you make billions of dollars. How you make billions of dollars is you're selling a service where you're coming in monthly, and they're treating these facilities with sprays, as you saw, with bait such as this. And as you see, it's $45. So your customer can go ahead and buy these things. They're on Amazon, they're on eBay. You could buy it from this place, there's actually one around my house. I just bought some stuff to kill carpenter ants. And you can then open up all the panels for the equipment. You can pull out the refrigerator. You can remove the back panel for where the drain pan is, where the compressor is located, and then you can allow the client to then go ahead and administer the agent, and then you could seal it up. So you can you're just doing your regular job, which is pulling off panels. Then I've done this many times, and then the customer's actually putting in the poison. Then you seal everything up. Now you're charging the customer for that. You're charging them for the service call fee. You're charging them for your time. They're the ones that's administering the poison. That is completely legal. I've never found, I know for a fact it's legal in Texas, legal in Illinois, legal in Florida. And you can always ask, but it is a good moneymaker. So that is something that you could do. Even if you're not familiar with equipment, if you're not too confident with the equipment, you can go and look at your health department listing. Let me go back to that. You can go look at your health department reports. You could find people that have problems, and you can say, hey, look, you don't have to call Ecolab. I will open up the panels on your dishwasher. I'll open up the panels on your refrigerator. I'll make sure you don't get shocked. I'll tell you what to touch, what not to touch. I'll open up the panels on your ovens, and then I'll show you where you can and cannot put, the chemical agent. So you're not going to have them put it on the contactor. So you're going to tell them about stuff like that. The electronic components, not to put the agents on, that type of thing. Not to put it in the drain because the drain heats up and causes problems, things like that. Not to put it on electronic controllers, because when things heat up, especially for ovens and things like that, when it heats up, the chemicals will liquefy and can then cause a problem with different components. So now you've been educated on things you can do. It's not always just a repair. You can go in and sell your services. What then happens after that? What happens after that is now that customer knows that when they have a problem, they can then call you for a repair. If they want to go ahead and have you come over there and take their stuff apart monthly, then so be it. That's even better. Even better. But once again, you have all this information. You have address, you have phone number, you have exact. Here's a grade of a C. Here's a grade of a C, the Q Restaurant Bar. Let me make sure you guys are seeing that. Oh, good, you are seeing that. All right, so what we have, the Kofel. If I have the pest control license, you can upsell. Hell yeah, that is not even a question. If you have the license, of course you can. Then you can just go ahead and sell accordingly. You can sell just like all the other pest control services can. And the thing that you're doing, the pest control is that you're actually able to get to where the problem is. So many times the control boards are infested. They're just infested with creatures, and they are not knowledgeable about the electronics. So they don't know that they can, pull the control board out and then administer the agent behind the control board. They don't know that they can admit what is food safe and what is not. They don't know where they can put these agents in the different corners of the base of these refrigerators. Like I said, in the insulation of these ovens, in the back, at the top, around control panels, not where they're going to cause a problem for the components, but around them. So here we have another one. This is the one that had the C rating. So you could just jump right to the observations. So once again, they had the refrigeration units are at 52 degrees. So salmonella sandwiches, E. coli sandwiches, pasta at 48 degrees. Violation, yes, there were violations. Many violations at this sandwich shop in in Napa Valley. Now, of course, this is a little older. So once again, you would still go ahead and introduce yourself because maybe the other company raked them over the coals and they said, we're never going to call that company again. Do not sell yourself short. So proper hot and cold holding temperatures, that was a no-go. For whatever these two, so they failed. They failed on multiple things. Proper reheating procedures was a no. So this place is kind of a mess. I would definitely go back. Go to this place. I would definitely go to this place. Introduce yourself. Let them know who you are. So I have, I don't know if you guys saw the Instagram thing where this says hot and cold water available. Yes. So this is a part of, I could probably do this. This is a part of the health department, right? Where they need to have running water. They need to have running water. So where is my stuff? Let me go to my profile. Let me see if I can do my reel. Sorry about this. I'm going behind the scenes. Now, you call in the HD tomorrow morning. What HD? HD contractor. What do you mean about the HD? It's more lucrative not to fix the problem and sell a pest control subscription. Well, you saw it yourself. Now, Ecolab manufactures the chemical. Ecolab dispenses the chemical, right? And they're the ones that are in Burger King, Olive Garden, Red Lobster, McDonald's, Wendy's. Yes. And most people are petrified of having to go with Ecolab because they know Ecolab is going to go, the hills have eyes on their wallet. Ecolab is going to go, what was that movie? Quentin Tarantino style. They're going to go Quentin Tarantino style on their wallet, right? Because Ecolab shows no mercy. And definitely if you're doing, the health department, okay, cool. Ecolab is definitely, I mean, if you're making $13 billion, you give no F's. You care not what anyone thinks, right? And I can keep going. I can go for hours on showing you all these different companies that are doing billions and billions of dollars in different aspects of this business. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to show you guys my my reels that I put out there. I don't know what in the hell. Here we go. I'm about to show you. So here's one right here. You have no sound, right? So you see there that this sucker is leaking. Oh, damn it. This sucker is leaking. It's going to come up in a minute. He's leaking. And down at the bottom, this restaurant has been like this for a year. It's been like that for a year. Can each franchisor of Burger King use it? Yeah. Well, I can't speak on that. I cannot speak on that. That is something that you're just going to have to talk to them about. Some of these franchisees are fairly large. The one I have here, which is about 30 minutes down the street from me, I can just take one road and go on over there. They have a two-level office building, their own building. And let's see here. You know, they could probably swing it. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on what they can and cannot do. But you have your own business. You can do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? You can do your own thing. There's Donna Jean. So right here, this is a structural concept unit. They're not going to pull this unit out and administer the chemical all in there. They didn't have any creepy crawlers in there. This is a high rise. It's CBRE or JLL that's taking care of that building, or even TDI. TDI was lurking around. And like I said, I've been in training classes with TDI. I know for a fact that these people are actually working on the equipment. For a fact. I've been in classes with them. I've been in Hoshizaki classes with guys from JLL. I've been in Manitowoc classes with guys from JLL. So all of these things that you can administer, well, not you, I'm sorry, you cannot legally administer. The operator can administer chemical in these different places. And contractor, this is what's on my Instagram. So this is what the gram is like for service guys. So we're putting this kind of stuff out there. It's not about the rump shaking. So all this stuff, it's not about the rump shaking. It's just like how YouTube has a whole section that you'll be in YouTube and you'll never see half nakedness. You could be on Instagram and not see half nakedness. You'll just see woodworking, repair, HVAC, that kind of stuff. There's a Reed oven. So like with this Reed oven, all on this right side where all the controls are, you could admit the operator can administer the agents, not you, the operator, unless you have a pesticide license. Unless you have a license. And so here, you know where the food safe areas are, so you can avoid them, and then you can direct the customer to the areas that are safe for them to administer the agents. You can't do it. So you, of course, you don't want them putting stuff in the water where it's going to drip into the ice, stuff like that. Like the dishwasher, you're going to put it in the areas of the components where the creepy crawlies hide, and they're not going to, and it's not going to leak into the area where it's going to get involved with the dishes, right? All right. Yeah, I already answered that. All right, I've been on here for 2.5 hours telling you guys about my failure today, my dropping of the bag, my fumble. So I am going to wrap this up. But yeah, you have a future in this business if you go ahead and you obtain the training. When I say that the certifications don't mean anything, I mean that. Most of the times they don't mean anything. You can use them as a marketing prop to help you gain customers, to instill confidence in your potential clients. All right, thanks, brother. So you're using those certificates and things so that the customer feels at ease that you know what this thing is, that you know how to get help when you need it, that you're just not out here on your own, that if you do have a problem, you're letting the factory know that there is a problem, right? So that is what that's giving you. But you're learning the right way on how to service this stuff. All that good stuff. You're learning how this should go. And yeah, if you guys are looking for R290, you can call my guy at Nomar, and he'll ship that stuff right out to you. He's got your gauges, he's got scales, he's got the 690, he's got the 200, R290. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. So if there's no other questions, we've addressed about the health department in different areas of the country. I'm glad we were able to get that Napa Valley thing dialed in. Like I said, if you guys want to see where the Instagram is, hold on, let me throw that up there. Let me throw the Instagram. There's the Instagram right there. So if you want to go on my Instagram, you want to see, that is where I do the show and tell. That is where I'm actually able to show you the work that I do. YouTube isn't really too conducive to showing you what it is that I'm doing. And let me make this, I'll make that a smaller one. So YouTube is really difficult when it comes to that kind of stuff. If you spread the word, I appreciate it. So there it is, up at the most upper corner, right? Yeah, I did it for the gram. So and that's part of what I wanted to show you guys on YouTube about the about what you would see and do, explaining on Starbucks. This was a brand new Starbucks, and it was a really good one to show you guys. But I only got 26 responses out of 50. I was looking for 50, and I only got 26. So you see stuff like this, food buildup, things like that, blockages on evaporators. You get areas by deep fryers. That's a pasta cooker. You get areas like that. So I show you guys, here's other areas where the customer isn't able to access. I take all that kind of stuff apart, and then you can let the customer dispense different agents in there, put traps in there, not traps, but like the little roach houses and stuff like that. All of that stuff you legally can do, that you can do, but you can't dispense unless you have a license. So this is where I show all the fun stuff. Facebook isn't good for that kind of stuff. No Facebook. So some of you on there, I think it's at the point where I have more people on Instagram. I think I have more people on Instagram now than I do on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. So, and with that, we are going to wind this on down. Even as my numbers fluctuate, go up. I'm going to tell you guys, please like, share, subscribe. Donations are not required, but always welcome. To help a brother out as I cry in my beer tonight. Because I didn't drop the bag. So, and feel free. I'll be coming on Mondays and then Thursdays after Mike. So as Mike gets busy, chances are he's probably going to be weaning off that Thursday as well, especially as we get into the summer month. And then he'll probably be back in the winter, in the winter and the fall. And with that, thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. Oh man, brother. Yeah, hey, we'll chop it up, man. I want to do a video on your channel. Make sure that you guys hit up the contractor. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll actually probably be on his channel this week. Oh, no problem, brother. No problem. I hope this helps. And maybe you guys will make, a couple million before I do, So catch you later. Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.